Well, to be true, two movies here. Now, sometimes Netflix could be a hit and miss, not just movies, but sometimes with series and all. And Netflix did have some really solid shows this year, whether it's returning shows, new shows, and all. So here is my official top 10 favorite Netflix series of 2023, whether they're returning, new, etc. All right. Coming in at number 10, I'm going with Jeannie and Georgia season 2. Um, I really thought season 2 was really excellent. My favorite episode is definitely the Christmas one. I'm just a sucker for Christmas episodes. And I know, this series gets really better and better every time I watch it. Lots of cool twists and turns go around that you don't even see coming. Uh, of course, like Gina Jordan really plays the mother and daughter dynamic chemistry perfectly. Like Rion Howie and Antonia Gentry, who plays the two Tyros, I think they're both amazing on the series. And of course, we are getting a season 3 and a season 4, so we're going to be getting more Gina and Jordan in the future. So yeah, if you guys haven't seen this series, it's on Netflix. Definitely give it a go. And I really also do quite like the chemistry between Genie and Felix Millar's Marcus. Like their chemistry is really great. Some of like Genie's friends do lots of things too. So definitely give the show a go if you guys haven't seen that. All right, coming in at number 9, I'm going with the music-based series Neon. Now this stars Tyler Dean Flores, who plays Senti, who's a Gen D reggaeton artist, and his two best friends Vanessa and Felix moves to Miami to help his music career take off. And he had a really great supporting players like Emma Ferreira, Jordan Mendoza plays his two best friends here. You also had appearances by Janice Rodriguez, Jordan Brewster. Daddy Yankee plays himself in this. Daddy Yankee was pretty fun in his parts. I'm not really the world's biggest reggaeton or anything like that. I've listened to reggaeton music a couple times. Like that Yankee music is always great. And this really will make you like even if you're not a fan of reggaeton music, I think you'll still appreciate some of the characters are really intriguing. Definitely felt like a little bit like Empire, but with reggaeton here. So if you guys definitely give Neon a go. I don't even think it got renewed yet. Hopefully it'll get renewed. Who knows? You never know with Netflix sometimes. All right, number 8, I'm going with Free Ridge. Now, of course, the show premiered all the way back in February, and it is a spinoff of the show On My Block, where sibling rivals Glora and Ines and their friendships and their friends like Demi and Cameron, who have like unleashed a curse, bring dark misfortune into their lives. Of course, the four leads are played by Kayla Monterosso, Sierra Riley Wilson, Tenzgi Noy Trainer from Little May fame, and Rihanna Sellers. And while I admit the show wasn't as good as the slate on my block, didn't really, just wasn't as good as it. I still thought it was a really decent show worth checking out. I would love to have seen another season of On My Block, but hey, at least we has and at least unlike On My Block, the show did not end in a cliffhanger, so that's really cool. I liked On My Block, but I only thing I hate about the first 2 seasons, it always left on a cliffhanger. So yeah, but this show I still thought it was really cool. Definitely has some supernatural elements at times, like the coming of age aspects. I mean, it's a shame the show did not get enough views because I thought it was a really decent show worth checking out. All right. Number 7, I'm going with Fubar. Now, of course, it stars Arnold Schwarzenegger, who plays Luke Brenner, and his daughter Emma, played by Monica Barbaro from Top Gun Maverick fame, who have lied to each other for years, and of course, near them knowing that like the other is a CIA operative, and once like they both learn the truth, they realize that they do not really actually know anything about each other, and they are required to by their superiors who work together on a dangerous operation, leading to challenges here. Of course, you had like Travis Van Winkle popping up, Gabriel Luna. Really cool year for him between Fubar and The Last of Us. So talk about a really cool year for Gabriel there. But the show definitely has some fun action to it. Definitely has like the True Lies vibe in it. So really solid show if you guys haven't seen that one. And of course, season 2 is on the horizon, so we're going to be getting more Fubar in the near future. All right. Uh, Number six, I'm going with Scott Pilgrim Takes Off. Now, of course, this is the anime version of the Scott Pilgrim film, featuring the voice talents of the original cast members like Michael Cera, Mary Elizabeth Winston, Brie Larson, Chris Evans, Jason Schwartzman, Mia Whitman. I mean, really cool to see some of the support, some of the original cast members popping up in this. Now, of course, the story is a little bit similar here, where, of course, the remainder of the series follows Scott's love interest, Ramona Flowers, voiced by Elizabeth Winston, actually tries to find out who is responsible for his disappearance. And, of course, he has to take down her seven evil exes. While this is nowhere near as good as the Edgar Wright film, I still thought it was a really decent anime series. The animation is very intriguing. The visuals is really cool. I mean, really decent series. We're checking out. Like even if you haven't seen the Edgar Wright film, I think you'll still appreciate this one. All right, number five, I'm going with One Piece. Now, of course, I'm not really much well known with the One Piece lore, so I didn't really know too much about the series going in. But I actually thought the series was really intriguing. I like the visuals here. The cat. Now, of course, this really brought back like maybe what. Now, of course, obviously, people are not a fan when it comes to like live action show animes, and lots of people are not a fan of, let's say, Death Note and stuff like that. But I actually thought they did a really solid job transferring this into live action. Like the one who plays Monkey Luffy, I thought, uh, uh, what's his name again? Uh, yeah, Anaki Godi. I thought he was really great. Emily Rudd was good. Uh, of course, they all do play members of the Straw Hat Pirates, centered around Godey's Captain Monkey the Luddy, and is of course inspired. And he is inspired by his childhood hero, Shanks, with his like head held high and eyes like pretty much filled with desires. Here, Luffy says has to become like the king of pirates in this, and this is definitely one of the best like live action adaptations of animes I've seen in recent years, and it's a really decent one. We are getting a season two, so that's really cool. So yeah, like even people like who are not really a fan of the One Piece show, like I don't never really watched the One Piece anime show, but even people who have never really seen it, I think they'll still appreciate it. That like really just look at it as like an anti Pirates of the Caribbean. That's what I look at. But anyway. All right, number four, I'm going with Big Mouth season seven. Now, of course, we are getting an eighth and final season of Big Mouth. I love this series. I mean, the seventh season I thought was really fun too. Of course, I'm now entering high school. It's going to be interesting to see what high school shenanigans they get into with the next season. Of course, you have a hormone monster here who's voiced by Megan Thee Stallion. You got some other really fun voice like cast of characters popping up too. I thought this new season definitely had more laughs to it, and all. I mean, this is definitely a show that just came out of nowhere, and I really fell in love with it. I mean, it's definitely one of the funniest anime shows on in recent years. So anyway, coming in at number three, I'm going with That 90s Show. Now, of course, this is the revival of That 70s Show, with of course the show centering around Leah Foreman, who of course is the teen daughter of Eric Foreman and Donna Picciolotti, who pretty much forms like bonds with her with other teenagers as she spends the summer in 1995 with her grandparents, Red and Kitty. Of course, you have Kurtwood Smith and Deborah Jo Rupp reprising the roles. The one who plays the young actors I thought were pretty decent, very Disney Channel-ish in a weird way, but they all really had fun moments. Like it really brought back to what made the original that 70 show so unique. It's far better than that 80 show. Let's be for there. Uh, Obviously, it's really cool to see some of the original cast members coming back too, like Wilmer Valderrama, Ashton Kutcher, Mila Kunis, Topher Grace. Of course, we already know one person who ain't coming back at all, and that is Mr. Danny Masterson. Oh boy, it's gonna be interesting what's how they're going to address the whole high situation for the next season. Frankly, I think they're just not going to address it at all. Like they've only mentioned high just once, and that's really it. But yeah, I really don't think they're fully going to mention much about high, which is for the best of it. So yeah. Anyway, uh, now my number two favorite Netflix series of the year is Never Have I Ever, the fourth and final season. This time around, of course, you have Debbie and her friends who are now in the midst of graduating high school, and Debbie is of course trying to lose her V card by Paxson, and this show is like this show came out of nowhere. Like back in I think 2020 first premiered. I didn't really know too much about the series going in. And I thought it was excellent. Like to be honest, this is maybe one of my maybe one of the top 10 favorite Netflix series in my opinion. It's really terrific, very funny, has lots of heart to it. The lead girl who plays Debbie, I think is great. The one who plays her mother is terrific. I like the one who plays her friends. The guy who plays Paxton is really cool. This is a really solid series. Really cool hearing narrations. Also, we do hear narrations from the likes of John McEnroe, Gigi Hadid. So we had some fun voice appearances as well. But yeah, this is a really decent series. I mean, maybe they'll do some sort of revival in the near future, so we can see Debbie in college and stuff like that. But who knows? And my number one favorite Netflix series of the year is Beef, starring Steven Yeun, Ali Wong. Beef is a terrific series about these two strangers named Danny Cho and Amy Lau, whose involvement in a road rage incident escalates into a feud here. You also have some other supporting players like Joseph Lee's Grandis, young Zano, David Chow, and stuff like that. I mean, it's a really decent. It definitely has lots of fun laughs to it. Steven Yeun and Ali Wong really play off each other very well here. This is also from the same guy who's also writing the upcoming Thunderbolts film, so that's gonna be interesting. If you guys want to be interested to see how the Thunderbolts script's gonna be, definitely give this one to go. Of course, Steven Yeun's supposed to play Sentry in that, so I can always see how good he's gonna be in that. But yeah, this is a really decent show worth checking out with great performances by Yeun, by Ali Wong. Very odd that it's actually a limited series. I would expect that you maybe get more seasons because this definitely does open the gates for more episodes. But yeah, I think it's just a one and done thing. But that's pretty much it there. Now here is my quick rundown. 10 Ginny and Georgia season 2, 9 Neon, 8 Free Rage, 7 Fubar, 6 Scott Pilgrim Takes Off, 5 One Piece, 4 Big Mouth season 7, 3 That 9 Show, 2 Never Have I Ever season 4, the 4th and 5th season that is, and number 1 is Beef. Now there's other ones I probably could have added too, I'm not really much of a Crown guy, so obviously that's not my list. The Night Agent, I've seen it a little bit. Didn't really do anything for me, so I barely watched Bridgerton, so I did not watch that Bridgerton Charlotte thing. Let me see other stuff. Netflix original series 2023. What else premiered this year? There's also some comedy specials that was pretty decent too. Obliterate on Netflix, that's pretty decent. I probably also could have added House of the Fourth House of Usher. That's a really good one. That's definitely my honorable mention. I probably should add that in my top 10, but to be honest, these top 10 I quite a little bit enjoyed a little more. But the Usher one is actually my top 10 favorite TV shows of the year, though. So keep an eye out for when I do that video. But let me let you guys. What's some of your favorite Netflix series of the year? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notification. This is Samuel signing out.